live auction today. Can't even speak well today. I hope everyone's doing great, having a wonderful Sunday. Let me know how I sound. I know the fan is on full blast, but we are on heat alert here in Texas. I think, oh my gosh, I think at midnight it was already 90 degrees last night. So it's just been sweltering days, and I do have the fan on full blast. But let me know if it starts getting a little bit too annoying and you can't hear me. I'd rather you hear me, or if I need to turn the music down or anything like that. But I feel like the music can sometimes drown out the humming sound of the fan. It's giving me nostalgia, really. The fans, before, I think I went to school for about the first 5 years without air conditioning, so we had a lot of fans. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, we're going to do a jewelry sale today mostly. I wanted to show you some of the things that we left off last week, some of the luxury items like the higher price earrings and things. So I really wanted to give you a close-up look on those. And I hope I brought them all out because I'm always doing 2 or 3 things at one time, but we will get to those shortly. And other things that I think you might be interested in, okay? I did leave a pinned form. If you have not filled out that form, it's very important that you do so. And please let me know if you can hear me. Hi, Miss Karen, how are you? Let me know how the picture looks, the video quality. And if you can hear me okay, that's important. Can't have an auction if you can't hear me. Can't have a sale. So yeah, I'm going to show you some of those close-up pictures of the more expensive items that I had yet last time. Now, I didn't bring the handbags because I'm not going camera up where you can get a good full picture, full frame of that. But any questions that you have about any of the handbags I did last week, and I've been trying to put up some shorts about them as well, feel free to email me. I will gladly show you close-up pictures. I've been selling on eBay since they opened the doors. So I know that you are concerned with wear and corners and stitching and everything that I have always been wanting to know, concerned about when I purchase high dollar items. I don't want a quick glance. I want to see it thoroughly, and I'm sure you do as well. So don't hesitate to ask me those questions, request pictures. That's what I'm here for, okay? Other than that, let me just quickly tell you about how we do things here, because I don't like to assume that everyone is a friend and neighbor. Here I hope to get new viewers daily or every time I pop on. So we do a PayPal invoicing system. You do not have to have PayPal. It will prompt you to pay with a credit card. But what I need from you is your email address. So that's why that form pinned at the top of the chat is so important. I need you to fill that out. I need you to tell me your name, your YouTube name, your email address. Top priority is email address. If it differs from what you use in the chat or as a real name, that would be helpful as well. Also, let me know if you live in the continental USA, because I do ship to Australia, Canada, and the UK. I start my shipping price at $6.50. It increments with weight. If it gets to over, I think even 15 ounces, it already goes to priority, which starts at about $10.50 for a padded flat rate envelope, okay? So also be aware of the stream. When you live stream, it is always in delay. It doesn't matter whether you have a top internet. I think we all have very comfortably entered the internet world, and we have accurate internet, unless you happen to be out in the boonies or somewhere. But I like to wait for that reason and take my time with a countdown. I'm never in a rush. And I try to give you time to put in your bid, to think about it as well. I don't, sometimes we're auctioning off $200 items. It's not something you can just easily be persuaded to bid on. But if I show you enough and give you enough time, I think you'll have time to put it into the chat. So I go by what I see in the chat. If I do a buy it now, I also have to go by what I see in my chat. Funny thing is, when you're typing in and Miss Smith and Miss Jones are typing in at the same time, all of you will see yourself first because you're using your own device. But I have to go by what I was fed first in my chat feed, so that's what I will go with in a buy it now situation, okay? Let me see who else popped in. Miss Charlene, how are you? Beach, please, how are you? Thanks for being here. Appreciate everyone who popped in today. I know there's a ton of places to be, lots of auctions. I just left Karen Montreal, who had a wonderful auction, is still having it, I think. And so pop around, open some windows. You know, we used to call it auction shopping when we started doing this 10 years ago here on YouTube. So feel free to hop around. I don't appreciate spammers, though. Don't tell me that you're watching me from somebody else's auction. That's just rude. I don't need that kind of cheerleader here. You just leave that to somebody else. We don't do that here. But other than that, everybody else is welcome. And I guess we'll get started with a few things, and then I'm going to bring you some close-ups of the items that I showed last week that were pretty much luxury items, okay? And let me know if you have a request as well, if there's anything in particular. I know someone requested more Gucci. I will be having more Gucci perfumes, probably for the next auction, but I can also, again, if you would like, send you pictures, send you prices. I'll have 2 new Gucci fragrances for you available, okay? But other than that, sterling charms, sterling chains, earrings, anything of that nature that you're looking for, just let me know in the chat. I'd be glad to go search. It's not that far away. This is I call it my jewelry library here, so we can just go check something out real quick, okay? All right, I'm going to pull the camera down a little bit more so we can focus on the items at hand and hopefully find something that interests you. If you enjoy auctions here on YouTube, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up. Let me know that you like the channel with your thumbs up. Give me a comment now in the live chat, as well as later. If you're watching later on the replay, let me know what you like, what you'd like to see more of. Okay, one thing I wanted to show again, because I really didn't think it did it justice last week, was this fabulous vintage piece. It is, I believe, an Emmons, or is it unsigned? I'll have to check. But it's a beautiful charm bracelet with a solo theme here. Just an ornate dangle. The gold is beautiful still. I'm sure it's gold plated, if not gold filled. It's on, oh, it does have the swing tag here. And it's on a spring ring, a nice oversized spring ring. These really make a difference. You know, I was at James Avery this weekend because my husband bought me some jewelry, and I was switching charms from one necklace, from one bracelet to another, etc. And I was impressed that they offered to, we had a necklace that broke, a chain that broke, and they offered to replace not only to fix it for free, and I've had it a year, but to replace the spring ring with a bigger one, because I told them it was my mother's, and she said, would you like for me to replace that for a more comfortable spring ring for her? And I was like, wow, yes. And that's just one of the many reasons. It is an Emmons. One of the many reasons why we love James Avery here in Texas, because customer service is a thing of the past, don't you think? But not there. I've always been impressed by their amazing customer service. So I'll do this one. I don't remember what I did it for last week. I think it was in the 40s. But I'll do a buy it now. If anyone's interested in this one, I'll do it for $35. It's an Emmons. It's a vintage piece. It's absolutely heavy and beautiful. And it should be an average size of 7 1/4, 7.5. Let me double check that length for you. Hi, Charlene. Did I say hello to you earlier? Karen, how are you? Miss Peterson, thanks for popping in. Okay, let me see. I love this Emmons. Oh my gosh. I'm not too familiar with Emmons. I think I mostly have seen like their pearl things, but I love this bracelet. Yeah, this goes to actually 7.5 opened. So easily accommodate 7. I can see you can even shorten it and go into one of the other links. And that was a buy it now of $35. Just wonderful architectural type ornamentation on each one of these charms. And I do love a solo theme on a charm bracelet. What I also did at James Avery was put one of my favorite pendants on a bracelet all by itself. So I do love that look as well, the solo charm look that was so popular in the 50s and still pretty popular. I mean, that's what Tiffany does with their hearts, correct? With their Return to Tiffany charms and all of that. So I do love that look. That was a $35 buy it now. Let me know in the chat if you'll just put bracelet 35. That's how we do the buy it now. First one I see in the chat. And we will pass on this one. I don't see any interest as of now. I may have to wear that. I'm a little bare today. I was wearing all my bracelets and I took them off. And look how pretty that is. It's just amazing. All right, I have some really pretty crystal earrings. Very exotic little drops. I do believe these drop to about 2 inches. Let me double check. And they're sort of a, I would say more of a tomato red. Yeah, and they're not quite 2. They're 1 3/4. They're 1 3/4, and I'll do these for a buy now of $12. Absolutely beautiful. They're made almost like those South Asian style. I forget what they're called, chunkas or chumpas. I'm sorry if I slaughtered that. But that's kind of what they remind me of. And they're a gorgeous tomato red. They are a buy now of $12. Please let me know in the chat if I am audible. I can turn down that fan a little bit. I may have to do that. It's kind of bothering me. Let me go do that. These are $12. Buy now. Beautiful crystal tomato red. All right. Lower the velocity on that. And if I go fast, just call me back. I'd be glad to come back and show you something else. I just want to go through as much jewelry as I can because I don't really like to do more than 2 hours. It's very time consuming and there's a few things I have to get ready. Becky, thanks for being here. You're on your way home from a late lunch with your kids. Oh, nice. I hope it was a pleasant one. Always nice to visit with kids, isn't it? With your grown kids, it's hard to make that time sometimes, and sometimes they're spread all over the country as well. So good for you, Becky. Hey, Miss Karen, thanks for popping in. I was just telling everybody you were wrapping up over there and what great items you had today. Please subscribe to my friend Karen in Montreal. She has an amazing collection of jewelry. Always comes up with something fantastic and new over there. I was in love with so many things today. I had to sit on my hands, Miss Karen, but oh my gosh, especially that wonderful, huge copper cuff. Oh, I fell in love with that one. So go check her channel out. She comes out twice a week here on YouTube. All right, here's another piece that, you know what? I'm gonna double check the carat on this because it is marked 14 karat and this did test 14 karat, but I haven't tested the beads. So let me get back with you on that. I left that kind of halfway there. Sorry. All right, I do have this fabulous piece. This is coral and onyx. It's a really beautiful artsy piece. I love it. And it extends to, I think, about 24 wearable, if not more. 28 wearable. All of this is sterling silver. Just beautiful. Is my chat working okay? It looks like it just got disconnected. That was weird. I'm going to put it here just to shorten it, but this is a beautiful piece. Onyx and coral. And I will do this one for, we can do a start bid of $60. $60 will get us started, and I don't know if I talked about the incremental bids, but they do start at $2. They increment up to 50 at $2, and then at 50 we do $5. If we ever get to 100, we do $10 incremental bids. So this one is $60. You are looking at genuine coral and genuine onyx, and there is a call out here. There is a scratch on the onyx here, but nothing major. You can wear it without, I think, any compromise in beauty at all. All right. This drops beautifully to a Y design. Let's see if I can show you that. It's just such a cool necklace. It really is. I've worn it with onyx beads like here, or with a striking pendant, and it just looks really lovely. It's made for layering, honestly. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And that was $60. Starting bid. Hope I don't lose my little arm here that's holding the camera. It's feeling a little funny. There it is there. Thanks for the 10 thumbs up. 10 people here it was. And 10 thumbs up. That's pretty cool. Very nice. Thank you very much. All right, we passed on that for now. Isn't that pretty? I'll have to leave that there. I like it. I like the way it looks for a little bit. And let me show you again these blue lace agate earrings with gemstones at the top. I think they're, is it chrysoprase? Almost a turquoise look, but they look very crystalline, really beautiful. Their length, I believe, is 3 inches. I can't believe these are still here. I just can't wear them. They're a little over my weight limit. These are 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Some people can wear the stones without any problem. I just have to stop at about 4 to 5 grams. And I'll do these for a start bid of $30. And that is the lowest I have had them. $30. Amazing. These, I almost want to make these into 2 separate earrings. If they don't sell today, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put these blue lace agates alone. That way I can wear them. And then do these alone. Maybe with a pearl drop. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud, guys. Forgive me. But those are last chance, $30. I can't let them go lower than that. That's just too precious. Those are semi-precious gems there, blue lace agate and chrysoprase. All right. So let's take those off of there and put those in the Piddle With Me video. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I've showed them a few times already. Now let's do a little copper cuff. I've had a lot of interest in the copper cuffs and the children's variety. Now this is not necessarily a child's, only that the theme is a little just so cute, right? But it actually fits me. I wear 7 1/4. It does actually fit. It's really cute. And I'll check and see if it's a bell trade. I forgot. I think it is. Oh yeah, there it is. It's got the bell right there. And that is the older mark. I think Wolfwalker did a little video on the marks for bell trade. And the, I believe she did say the bell was one of the earliest marks from the 60s or maybe even 50s. And then they went into the post, the little flag post type or trade post mark. So that is one of their early pieces. Absolutely beautiful. I will tell you the diameter is 2 3/4 inches. And I will do it for a start bid of $32. We can do $32. This is a very old bell trade. Let me see who else popped in. I'll see if I can pick up my chat over here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If you popped in and I didn't say hello, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Sometimes the chat goes away on my phone here. That was a $32 start. You're looking at a very early bell trade. Full copper, very pretty touristy marks. A lot of people don't realize that these were actually, these marks don't necessarily mean anything in the Native American tribe world. They were really done to market. dogs and the teepees and so forth. But so pretty, and such a segment, a little retro in time, in our time period in our history, don't you think? Beautiful. All right, we're going to pass on that bracelet as well. I'm going to do a knick-knackery, and I hope nobody steals my title. So they do tend to do that. Knick-knackery video very, very soon with a lot of knick-knacks like glassware, not necessarily drinking glasses or anything, but just little, like I said, knick-knacks. And I hope you tune into that soon. That's happening very, very soon. All right, let's do what's in front of us here as well. I've talked to you about Jeep Collins, very collectible artisan out of Texas. His wife is Enid Collins. She is the famed purse designer, you know, the jewel tone. I think they were raffia and wood and what else? Maybe hemp that she made those bags and designs out of. Well, her husband did the jewelry, and mostly in brass and sterling. So these are Jeep Collins, absolutely beautiful. Their mark is there in the back. So if you see that Jeep, it is very, very collectible. I do encourage you to check comps. Never share them in my live audience, in my live chat. No need for it. We all know how to use Google. And we all know how prices fluctuate. And it just depends on who's listing, depends on condition, depends on whether it was an auction or a buy it now. So I just feel it's a futile attempt at marketing when you have to share a comp, especially when it's done by the chat. So don't do it. Thank you so much. But these I'll do for a buy now of $34. $34. Jeep Collins. Okay, and they are a hook drop here. The heart itself measures 1.5. It drops to 1.5 as well. Jeep Collins. Just like the car. Jeep Collins. Very collectible Texan artisan. Doing it since, I don't know, I think since the 50s or 60s, because the bags have been around since the 60s, right? Very creative couple there, I might say, for sure. We're passing on those, and we're going to do these. These are just fun little hoops. Who doesn't need a rhinestone hoop? I believe these are 1.5. All the rhinestones are there. Silver tone. Very, very well made. These are not Temu or anything like that. And they are indeed 1.5 in diameter. Really pretty. That might be a little too close. I also love when a hoop is with a post. I feel it's more secure. And I can do these for a buy now of $16. We can do a buy now of $16 on the silver tone rhinestones, beautiful rhinestones, all throughout are present. No missing rhinestones. Those were a buy now of $16 on the rhinestone hoops. What's everybody up to today on a Sunday? Any teachers out there already back at school? School staff? We go back tomorrow. I thought yesterday was Sunday. Oh my gosh, I was so confused. I don't know why I thought it was Sunday. I was already going to do an auction. And I thought I was going to do an auction on Saturday, but I didn't get a chance. But find my auctions on Sundays. I will definitely try to do 2 o'clock all the time because I don't want to stay till for more than 2 hours. And 2 o'clock's, I think, a good time. So I can't ask you to bookmark like they do on Whatnot, but I can ask you please to subscribe and to hit the notification bell, because that'll inform you when I go live, okay? That'll inform you when I go live and any other videos that I may do. On the other channel, I am on Thelma. Yeah. On the other channel at Thelma Thrift, I do just regular videos. I don't do my sales over there. But if you ever see anything in a haul over there that you like, please email me. I sold some things that were shown later in this auction as well as on the other channel. So don't ever hesitate to let me know that you saw something of interest in an email. Best way to do that is with a screenshot. Just go to where you saw it on the video, take a screenshot of it, and send it to me through my email at thelmahordes@gmail.com. Let me put that in the chat as well, just so you'll see it written out. See if I can get in this chat. Okay. All right, there it is there. So if you watch this on the replay, you can email me about anything you saw that interested you, okay? All right, let me show you these. I've showed these once or twice before. These are amazing. Another comp you should always look is the retail. Because many times, honestly, you'll find things selling on eBay that are higher than the retail. And that happens a lot, especially when I was talking about James Avery a minute ago, especially with James Avery. You have to make sure you know what you're looking at. If it's a retired piece, or they're just calling it a retired piece, or, you know, I mean, would you be willing to pay $25 more for something that's brand new? Or do you really want a bargain? I know I want a bargain if I'm buying something on the second market. These are 18 karat gold and sterling silver and citrine. So these are solid 18 karat on these accents and the halo. If it was not the case, they would not mark it for purity there. Okay? Now these are John Hardy. There's the full John Hardy mark on this side. Okay, these are amazing. I also like the way they did the post. The post is also gold. That's really good for people who have allergies to certain alloys. All right. So these are just gorgeous. They are John Hardy 18 karat gold, citrine, and an emerald cut. Their drop is 1 inch. They are, to say they're elegant is an understatement. I honestly am not doing them justice. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're like understated elegance, I would say. 18 karat gold, sterling silver. We have 18 karat gold in all the accents. We have 18 karat gold around the halo bezel there. I don't know if you call that a halo or not, but I'll call it a halo anyway. And just an absolutely fabulous pair of earrings. And I do encourage you to do your screenshots, your comps, giving you a chance to do that, because I do want you to have a good deal here in an auction, in a second market sale, okay? So I'm going to do these. I think the lowest I can ever go on these is $325. $325. And you will know there's costume jewelry selling for that. $325. We can start them at $325. John Hardy, this is the full John Hardy. It's not the JAI. There's the mark there. There are the full purity marks as well. Incredible pieces. of jewelry there. All right. John Hardy, 18 karat gold, sterling silver. Very elegant earrings. They do drop a nice conservative length, I would say, just a little over. I'll let you see them on the ruler there. About 1 1/8, right? And that drop, just perfect. All right, so I'll let you keep those in mind. Shoot me an email if you're interested. The buy it now prices, this was a start bid, but I can do a buy it now on it as well for $325 if you write me later. If it runs here, I will try to do an auction, okay? But I will only hold it for a week on that price. Things fluctuate in the market, as you know, so I have to be competitive as well. All right. And those were the James Avery. Then I was in the middle of showing this watch, but I was rudely interrupted in my auction last week, so I kind of cut it a little short. Susan Smith, how are you? Thanks for being here. And so this is a fabulous watch. It's running with a good battery. I don't buy cheap batteries for the watches. I think they ruin your watches, honestly. And before you know it, you pull it out because it's sold and it's dead. So I never buy cheap batteries. So this is a Columbia watch, nice white cream face. Beautiful water bird on that with inlay turquoise. This actually, I wish it fit. I'd be wearing it if it fit where it wasn't moving so much. But it moves a little bit too much for me. I don't know if I could remove things from there, or if you can, or if you like a loose watch. But it's beautiful. I think it's perfect for a man or a woman. I love a big chunky watch. And again, this is 1970s. Absolutely beautiful. Native American. Some people do refer to this as the water bird. Chip inlay. Beautifully done. Lots of textural work at the back as well. And I think I had it, did I say 150 last week? I don't remember if I said 150, but I will do it for a buy now of, and this will be the lowest, you'll see it, $100. Buy now, $100, and that's usually what you pay for the tips alone. And they're usually not even as elaborate as this one. All right, so if anyone's interested in that, that's what we'll do it for. You don't have to put a battery in it. It's already going for you. I say bring back the watches. I was saying last week that I was on the hunt, and I don't know why I cannot find any of my little watches to fit my tips. But my husband just found me some other tips, and I'm looking for a watch to fix that one up. So I do love the watch. Native American watch tips. So that was a 100 buy now, if there's any interest on it. It's also nice and curvy, comfortable fit, beautiful. The stainless steel band is amazing, no wear on it. All right, we'll pass on that for now. Let me show you some necklaces. Let me show you a couple of rings. Let me get everything out of the front here so I can have more room to move around. Okay. All right. I'm going to put these aside. I was listing a lot of things too, so everything is out and pictured. This is a beautiful Native American piece. This has already gotten a beautiful patina. Just lovely. Reminds me of the blue ribbon one I had, which I need to get. If I can in a minute, I'll go run and get it. It's a new piece I just got. Look at the workmanship on this. This is not a rush job here. This is an old piece. It is marked as well. Split shank there, very well made. and it is marked DI, as well as what appears to be, I don't know if it's a little leaf tip or some kind of mark, but that's the mark there. And let's check the size for you. I believe it's a 7. It's a nice size. Fits me really well on the middle finger, which I love. But I do love a big ring on the ring finger too. So if you could wear this on the ring finger, oh my goodness. It's a size 7 right on the nose. Or on the index finger too. It looks fantastic. Great color. This is truly a teal colored turquoise, and that comes from age. This was not made 2 weeks ago in a rush job, which you can see nowadays. I think I did a short not too long ago from a stand at an antique mall, and I said, where has the soul of turquoise jewelry gone? It just, you can immediately see the newer pieces that are just rushly made compared to what you see in the past from the 60s, 70s, 40s, whatever. Just beautiful. Size 7, sterling silver, Native American, artisan signed. I will do a buy it now of 120. I'll do a buy it now of 120 on this one, if anyone is interested. And you don't get the patina on a turquoise without paying your dues in years. Absolutely beautiful. Let me know in the chat what you're interested in seeing. Thank you again for being here. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Sometimes my voice gets lost. Do let me know that. And this is a beautiful ring. That was a buy now of 125. Shadow box as well. I love that sort of Victorian designs. Okay, we'll pass on that one for now. Then I have a beautiful blue topaz, huge. The face of this one is 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. That is a huge blue topaz. And this one measures 5 on the nose. Beautiful setting as well. This should be pretty easily sized, maybe up to 2 sizes. So I think they could add. It's always easier to add than to take away from a ring and make it smaller. But I will do a buy now of $60 on this one. Buy now 60 on the blue topaz, sterling silver. The face of that ring is 3/4 of an inch. It's amazing. Okay, pass on that one. Now I have another size 5. This one has amethyst and peridot. Beautiful. This is a really well-made ring. Very substantial on the sterling. And I think this is a 4.5. It's another small one. No, it's a 5 on the nose as well. But boy, would it make a fabulous pinky statement. I think it's beautiful. It's too small for me. I mean, it's too big for a pinky. It fits me on my ring finger. But it is amazing. And I will do this one for a start bid of $55. It's a nice big one too. We'll start it at 55. 3/4 of an inch is the size of that amethyst there. And those trillium cut peridots are just gorgeous. Any interest? 55 was the start, sterling silver. All right, we have moved on from these rings. Any interest on pinky rings? I have a pinky ring and a 3.5. Let me know in the chat if you guys like pinky rings. Do any of you wear pinky rings? And say yes or no in the chat, because I won't bring them out if you don't love them like I do. And I'd like to see the chat move a little bit. Let me know you're alive out there. Keeps me motivated when I see somebody actually talking in the chat. Okay? No 3.5. Wow, but you're, that's good. That's my size too. Excellent. Do you wear them now? Because I do have a beautiful signet ring. You could get it redone because it's got my initial on it. But it's gotten a little bit, I don't know what it is. It's just, it's fitting me. I think my arthritic hands are just getting to the point where, you know, I have to either keep a ring on or else I can't take it off and so forth. But it's got the initial T on it, but it's so precious. It really is. And I hate doing this because it was actually a gift. I should put it on a chain. But sometimes you're like, gosh, how many things can you store? You know, but a jeweler can buff that out and put another initial. This is a very old ring. This was a very old ring, and Sandy knows I love her no matter how many things she gave me or didn't give me or whatever happened between us. I still love you, Sandy. It is marked merely sterling, S-T-E-R on the inside. And it's just beautiful. It really is. Sometimes I even wear it midway because it stays midway on my hand. But I can't wear it anymore on my pinky. So I'm going to do it for $55 to start if anybody's interested. You don't see signet rings like this anymore. I love that Tiffany brought back the signet ring. I don't know if you're interested in what Tiffany and Company puts out in their sterling, but they always do such amazing heirloom type things and, you know, really stick to their traditions. And they brought back a lot of signet jewelry. So that's it there. That's a 3.5, yeah. Okay. Now I have a Roberto coin. I don't know if you're familiar with his jewelry. This one is 18 inches, but it's really well-made jewelry. Really beautiful. And this one reminds me of the Tiffany knot. I think it was called is it called the love knot? That kind of looked like a yarn ball. Do you guys remember that? I had it one time that I found it at the Goodwill, but I resold it. It was beautiful. But this one is almost like a little planet or a meteor or something. Isn't it beautiful? And it glides through this fabulous chain, which I love. Kind of bar and bead here. Very hefty. Let me weigh this for you because it's heavy. And only because I want you to know what you're looking at, not because I think that jewelry is sold by weight. I mean, it is, we know that, but it's design, it's aesthetic, it's everything else. Jason's here. Hi, Jason. How are you? Jason, I have not been able to watch all your beautiful, wonderful videos. He's doing so many informative videos. Please, please, please go subscribe to Jason. I just put them all on watch in a minute, and I watch a little bit here because I really want to sit down and take notes. It's like going to a clinic without all the braggadocious about it. I mean, honestly, he's just, I always tell him, you just drop those nuggets of knowledge effortlessly. And you must subscribe to his channel. And then, of course, if you want to buy anything that he offers that he lets go of at his auctions, those are at Billy Run Coffee on Tuesday nights. Tuesday evenings about 5, right, Jason? Thanks for popping in and saying hey, but I got to give you a shout out when you pop in because there's no one like him on YouTube. Absolutely no one like him. Every time I watch, I learn something else. Not just something else, but plenty of things. But thanks so much for coming by and saying hello. Yeah, let me get the weight on this Roberto coin. It's 7.5 grams. So it's a beautiful, simple design. And like I say, I always encourage you to look up your comps. Just don't share them here. No need for it. If you know jewelry, you know what things will go for. And if you know eBay, you know how misleading eBay listings can be. So go on your own. Go on your own instinct. Go check it out. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jason. Thanks for the well wishes. Appreciate it. So I'm going to do this for a start bid of $125. Roberto coin, sterling silver, 7.5 grams. Just a beautiful base piece. I like to call these base pieces. You start with this, you put your other medallions or chains or beads, and this is one you just never need to take off. Looks like I said, like a little meteor. Little planet. Just beautiful. And that chain is fabulous. Here's all the markings, all the credentials here. Roberto coin. A nice counterweight in the back there. Just beautiful. Did I give you the length? I did, right? 18 inches. All right, we're going to move on. But again, these prices that are buy it now, they're this week only. Okay, because I'll bring it back next week, or I may not bring it back next week. And I may have it higher, I may do more research on it, you know, you just never know. So it is only for this week, okay? Just so you know. Then let's do these sterling earrings. These are fabulous. I'm going to do these at a very low price because I've shown them way too many times and someone needs to be wearing them. They're absolutely beautiful in sterling. Their drop is 2.5. 2.5 drop there. Right? Yeah, just about 2.5. They're beautiful Byzantine design. They're very lightweight. They're not heavy. I can weigh them for you if you need me to. But these are some that I don't find uncomfortable. I do wear these. I have worn them. They're absolutely beautiful. I like that they're lever back as well. And I'll do these for let's do a $48 buy now. $48 buy now. If we have any interest in those, $48 buy now. Let me go see if I can find, thank you very much, Ms. Karen. Karen came in on these and it was a buy now. So I'm going to let you see those for a second. I'm going to go find the Yerman so you can get a good look at them. And then we'll wrap up with a few more things. But Karen, those are yours. Let me go grab those Yerman real quick and I'll let you look at some of those pendants that I want to show you. All right, let me put your name on those, Miss Karen. Those are beautiful earrings. I'm so surprised they hadn't sold sooner because they're just so different. And I always love a lever back. Oh my gosh, they saved the earring. I can't tell you how many earrings I've lost. And I always go for a lever back. All right. Now I did show these Yerman last week, but I think when you go camera down, you can really see all of the details. And again, we all know that we can look these up. I encourage you to look up retail. They are very, very high dollar. They are 18 karat. And I'm very competitive in my prices. That's why I don't feel the need to share comps. 1.5 is the diameter. They are 18 karat gold and sterling silver. And I will show you all the marks. Is that upside down? Gotta practically hug it to show it here. David Yurman, 925, and then the karat gold mark is on the inside here as well. Sometimes you're either too close or too far. Either one makes it difficult. $750 is how they do the 18. 18 karat is $750, as we all know. 525 is 14, or no, 580. Which one is 14? 585, right? And then 525 for 10. There we go. 925, 750. Yes, 585 is 14, 525 is 10, and 750 is the 18 karat, which is what these are. Okay? Can everyone see that pretty clearly? No damage on these. These cables are beautifully constructed, hand twisted, and then hugged beautifully with these. Let me know if you want to see the marks again. I want you to rest assured that I back my jewelry. There's no such thing as is. There's no such thing as no refunds. I back my jewelry. So if you were to take it home and then say, oh, I don't think this is 18, or I don't think these are genuine pearls, or whatever, as long as I get the item back unscathed, you get a full refund. And that's why I do PayPal as well, because I don't, I want you to be backed, and I need to have myself protected as well. I will tell you the only call out is that I do not have their backs. I can put sterling silver, that if I find the exact size, I will put them, I've worn them with sterling silver backs. I'll look for those, get those to you, and I will do them for $500 or best offer. Shoot me an email with your best offer, reasonable offer, but I encourage you to look up the 1.5 inch David Yurman hoops. Look them up at retail, look them up in the second market, and then shoot me your best offer. Okay? Amazing. They look beautiful on. Let me weigh them for you. They're a little weighty, but my gosh, they're so beautiful. I wore them anyway. I wore them anyway because I wore them half the day because I'm very sensitive to weight. But just think of the precious metal you're buying too. Yeah, they're 7.2 grams each. 7.2 grams each. And we all know gold weighs more than sterling. So, all right. So those were the Yearman. Let me put them on that thing so you can take a look at them. They look beautiful. Well, I think we saw those long enough. Let me know if you're interested, okay? 750 is 18 karat, that's why. That's pretty much the standard in Europe. Very few people buy 14 karat. Standard in India, 22. 22, baby. Oh, I love 22 too. I had once a chain that was 22 karat, but I had to make a huge, huge purchase, and that's the fun of jewelry. Miss Jody's here. Hi, Miss Jody. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful sale yesterday. I didn't get to make it, but do subscribe to my friend Jody. She's got amazing pieces, especially Native American. That seems to be her jar of jam there. She is so good at spotting those pieces. All right. So subscribe to her channel if you can. She comes out on Friday nights. Be prepared to pack a lunch. She's got a nice marathon for you, okay? All right, another one I wanted to show you was this bracelet again, because it's another vintage piece with real pearls. I'm doing great, Jody. Thank you. Anxious to start school again tomorrow. The kids don't come back. I'm teaching. They don't come back for another 10 days, but we've got training and all of that. So going back tomorrow, back to the grind. Don't you love a snail chain? Look at that. These are real pearls, and look at the size of those pearls. I mean, incredible. And this is a size. Yeah, summer went fast, but I'm anxious to get. I'm so anxious to see those fall leaves coming down. This is a beautiful bracelet, obviously vintage. It's a 7. When you close it up, it's a 7. I wear 7 1/4, so it will close on me. See there on the fold over clasp? But we're looking at a fabulous gold plated vintage piece here. It's amazing. With genuine pearls, and we're not scrimping on the pearls here. Look at that. Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. Here we are just dying with the heat. So any respite, a little breeze would be fabulous. And I'll do this one for, honestly, the pearls are just beautiful. They are genuine. I'll do it for a start bid of $38. And that's an incredible piece for that price. Back to school grind. Yes, I'm planning to do a little bit of financial planning this year and see if I can't wrap it up in a couple of years and just dedicate my my time to make my second gig my full-time gig, and we shall see. And then I'll probably still sub or something. I'll still keep up my license and my certificate to teach so that I can work when I want to work, do some high school subbing or something. Isn't that gorgeous? Genuine pearls. All right, we'll pass on this one for now. Yes, really, Jody? I can see that the days just seem to go faster, though, don't they? Here's a really nice sterling piece. This is a fabulous drop here. It is 24 inches long with the extender. And we have genuine large pearls culminating here in a beautiful little drop. This does not work like a bolo or anything. Really nice substantial chain on this. This is not flimsy. And the large pearls, they're about approximately 1/2 inch on those pearls. Really beautiful. I love the drop at the back as well. Let me put it on my large display here so we can take a better look at it. Sterling silver, 24-inch extender. So you wear it as short as you want to wear it. Really pretty. I hope my mic is still working okay. It's so fussy. Hey, I like it with the little coral we did earlier. Isn't that cute? So you could even go shorter on this one. They play really well together, but let's concentrate on the pearls. Again, not a bolo style or a lariat style, but it does not adjust, you know, higher or lower. It's just really beautiful. Nice drop there. Let me say hello to a couple of people as you ponder this one to start at $55. Right, Jody? Well, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like I'll always have a yearning to teach, maybe even adults. I've been offered a position to teach adults, uh, teach English to adults from the our county here in their police department. They're offering classes and they're offering positions to certified teachers. So I've been contacted about that. Different things like that. We shall see what I come up with and, you know, if I can get everything in order. For sure. All right, was there any interest on the pearl necklace? Again, that was 24 inches, sterling silver, absolutely beautiful. You even have an accent drop in the back. And we will pass on this real quick. See what else we see here. Okay. Here is a, now I have shown this, is it Colmera or Colomera jade or marble? Colomera marble, correct me if I'm mispronouncing that, but I had this is an old vintage piece. This was actually on a sterling key fob, and I took it off of there and put it on, just removed the little, it had like a little snake thing to make it a key fob, but I thought it always would look good as a pendant. And that is that Irish marble, I believe it is. That thing is really thick. It's about, I think, a 1/4 inch thick there. 3/4 of an inch thick, yeah. And it measures, drops to 2. The cross itself is 1 3/4. Absolutely beautiful. It's not sold with my commoner. I cannot pronounce it. Okay, I can't see it with the other chat. I'm looking in 2 devices. Connemara. I have to come up with a mnemonic device to remember the pronunciation. Connemara. Yeah, that's what it is, and I'm doing it for a start bid. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm doing it for a start bid of $38, and it's ready for your torque or your chain of choice, if anyone is interested in that one. But it is on my sterling for display only. Just beautiful. Any interest on the Connemara marble? Connemara marble. That's a mouthful. It's going to take practice. Okay? Beautiful. I just didn't think it was practical on a key ring. You know? I think we could preserve it a lot longer as a pendant. So there it is there. Let me know what you think. And let's do a vintage turquoise Hishi. Totally 1972, I think. This is 15 inches, truly a choker piece. Fabulous old turquoise on there. Liquid silver. These were already tested, and I did polish them a little bit. They were totally black. This is my collection from years ago. Beautiful nugget of turquoise on that fabulous Hishi. And I'll do it for a buy now of, let's do 38 on it. 38 buy now. Liquid silver turquoise. Very vintage piece. Any interest on this one at $38 for a buy now? And if I missed anybody, let me see. Inner Knowing was here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And thanks for subbing to Jody. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Trying to get through the jewelry I brought out. So please, please excuse my in-hospital lapses, all right? Now I have an amazing necklace on an 18-inch, 16-inch chain. It's a sterling silver ankh. Really a nice, delicate piece. I like this one. I have a bigger one as well. But this one drops to 1.5. The ankh itself is 1 inch. So it's really a nice one. I love an ankh. Just gorgeous. I will do the necklace, and this is a vintage piece. You can tell by even the bail they used here. Beautiful. Very buttery too. This is a well-made piece. I'll do it for a buy now of $40, and that includes the chain. $40, and that includes the chain. Any interest on the sterling silver ankh 16-inch chain? At a buy now of $40. All right. Let me know in the chat if there's anything that you are interested in seeing. I want to show you what you're interested in if I can. Okay. I'll put these in the pass. But don't hesitate to email me. This is a designer piece. Very popular designer piece, JRI, sterling. This is black onyx. It's a beautiful Victorian design with its black onyx, wearable at 22 inches. So you can extend it as long as you like. I like it like this. The briolets are beautiful. JRI is the designer on that one. Absolutely beautiful. Heavy. Well faceted. Genuine onyx. Sterling silver findings. Again, that's JRI. Encourage you to always look up comps, but never share them in my live auctions. And I will do this one for a very, very, look at the way they cut these. They're absolutely beautiful. A very competitive prices. Very competitive prices here. Not to mention that I'm saving you taxes if you buy this on eBay. I'll do it for a buy now of $80. Buy now $80. Price is again good this week. Beautifully made. Highly polished and faceted briolets there, and then the beautiful beads. Karen in at 48. Did somebody buy something? No, that was a while back. 40. What did I pay for 40? Inner Knowing, did you bid on 40 for something? And have you filled out my form that I put at the top? Please do so, or send me an email real quick to thelmahordes@gmail.com and let me know what you bid on, because I missed it. I've gone through a few things here already. I did that. What did I do for 40? Oh, the ankh. Was it the sterling ankh with the chain? I love these chains too. This is not a box chain. This is a very nice curb. Yes, thank you so much. That one is yours. And please do fill out, if you already did, forgive me. I don't remember everybody's name. And it looks really different sometimes. It didn't used to come out with the @ sign, now it does, so it's really strange for me. But Inner Knowing 221, that's yours at $40. Thank you. I love an ankh. I've actually lost one that my husband bought me when we were dating in 14 karat. I'm praying it shows up in the library somewhere because I have not seen it in probably a year. And when I find it, I'm never going to take it off. I feel so awful about it. It was a beautiful hammered ankh in 14K. I think we were on our second or third date, and he bought it for me while we were shopping at the mall. And one of the many reasons I fell in love with him. When a man buys you jewelry, right? When he's only dating you. I don't know. I just hope I find it. I'm so upset. But I thank you for buying that ankh. I absolutely adore ankhs. All right, let's go and pick out something from here again. I have a fabulous puffy heart. Yes. Oh. Do you really, Karen? Oh, I love them so much. I really do. Now I'm offering this on a long chain because I feel it goes better with a longer chain. It's approximately 22 inches long. The puffy heart itself is, what is this? 1 5/8, almost 1 3/4 in the widest point, and it drops to 2 inches. So it's fantastic. And this is a big, beautiful, sturdy chain. Very hefty. This is hollow, so it's not necessary, but I think because of the substantial size, you need to coordinate chains. You can't just throw any flimsy chain on these things. I also love it on a cord, leather cord up high, or on a torque, but I do love a dangly 22 incher, okay? All sterling silver. I think this one may have a little ding. Let me see. There is no etching or anything to worry about though, so you can wear it. Yeah, here's the ding. So you'd have to wear it on this side if that bothers you, but to me it just looks like a reflection anyway. All right, 22-inch chain, 1 ding on the back to call out. You're getting the chain as well. Let me weigh that for you so you can see what you're getting. Again, I don't tell you the weight to give you a price. I tell you the weight so you can know the substance you're getting. All right, we're looking at 15.5 grams altogether there. So that's why I think it coordinates a lot better that way. And I will do it for a buy now of $75. And that includes the chain. Buy now $75 on that beautiful puffy heart and on your long snake chain. Smooth. You have to have snake chains. Nice big one. Nice big puffy heart. I have to have a variety of chains. Certain pieces lend themselves to chains that disappear, lend themselves to torques, to substantial snakes. I do encourage you to look at last week's video as well. I offered a lot of gold over there, and I'd be glad to show you more pictures if you're interested and if you contact me. $75 was the price of that one there. Now I have a fantastic cross. I guess some would call this a Maltese cross. Very hefty as well. Look at the thickness of that sterling. That is not flimsy in the least. And I think it's marked 925 only in the back. Yeah, you can also see the porosity of this piece, indicative of its age. Really beautiful. Almost a fleur-de-lis tip on that cross. And it drops to 2 3/4. The width is over 1 inch, 1 1/8. The cross itself without the bail is 1 3/4. And the chain is also a fabulous snake. These are the round, very well made, durable chains. You can put heavy things on this chain. And that's why I put this pendant on it. It is 18 inches. It is 18 inches, absolutely beautiful. On the, I don't know, it's kind of a Maltese, but I think it also looks a little bit Celtic or something. I don't know. Is the Maltese Celtic? I don't know. I don't know the history of it. You guys let me know in the chat. Please school us in the chat always. When you watch this on replay, we welcome those comments so much, as well as a thumbs up and a subscription so that you never miss these videos when they pop up live. All right. I'll do this one for a buy now of $80, and that includes both pieces. Unbelievable prices today, good this week only, $80 buy now. Okay, let's pass on this one. That was an 18-inch chain as well. God, every time I take these off, I want to put them on. This is my problem. That's why these prices are only good for a while, because then I fall in love with them again. It's crazy insane. Here's another beautiful one. This is a very old cross as well, with diamond cutting. Marked 925. It's the only mark. It's also got sort of a texture on it. Celine, I have an Hermes scarf that I showed last week. I'm not camera up today, so I won't be able to show you the beauty of that fabulous scarf. But I just put it on a short. If you'll go look at my short and then go to the bottom of the short, you can click the related video. It's in last week's video. It's the one they call the pheasant. And I showed it last week. And thank you so much for being here and asking about it. This is an 18-inch serpentine, another wonderful. No, I don't have an Hermes purse, no. Oh gosh, if I had an Hermes purse, I'd be retiring. I'd be retiring this year. No, I do not have a purse. All I ever get in Hermes usually that I've found and have thrifted or found at estate sales have been jewelry and scarves. I don't think I've ever gotten a wallet, no. Or even a wallet or a purse, no. This is 18 inches. It's a serpentine chain. Now that is like a herringbone, but it's got sort of a cross hatch cut on it, like a diamond cutting. That's what they call a serpentine. So it really catches the light. It's 18 inches. This has diamond cutting as well. The cross, again, is long. It is just, it's 1 3/4 long. The cross goes to 1 1/8 across as well. So really a nice one. And I will do this one for a buy now also of $80 today. The buy nows are good only this week. Okay? Only this week. Because I am undercutting, and you know I am. These are Filene's basement, if it was still around. Does anybody still have a Filene basement? I visited one in Chicago years ago. It was so nice. 18-inch chain on this beautiful locket. This is a deep, what do they call these, pocket lockets? I think I've heard them referred to as pocket lockets, if I'm not mistaken. Very heavy, all sterling as well. Interesting how this bail is too. Sterling silver, very deep. Nice snap. Lots of detail. All of this in the background is like micro beading, I think they call it. mill grain. I'm not sure of the correct term on this one. And then these are marcasite, large marcasite. No, wait, they're not marcasite. I thought they were. Whoa, I have to look at it on the. They're like little CZs. They could be crystals. I thought they were marcasite. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7. Beautiful. So we'll say they're crystals because I'm not sure if they're CZs. Just beautiful. It is on a nice sterling chain here. Little box chain, 18 inches. Very hefty as well. Let me weigh that for you so you can know what we're dealing with here. Thank you everyone who popped into the auction today. I so appreciate it. I'm only going to go another 30 minutes or so. I wish I could stay longer, but I really can't stay on past 2, a little bit after 2 hours. All right, this is 9 grams. 9 grams. And I'll do this one for a buy now of $95. Buy now $95 on this one. Sterling silver, pocket locket. Hey Merche, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. I encourage everyone to take that stroll all down the line here. You can quickly see what I have shown. I've only sold a couple of things, I think one thing actually. So a lot of things are unsold, but these prices will not last more than 1 week. I'm telling you, I will find other ways to sell these or list them in my venues that I sell at, or I'll fall in love with them again, or I'll say to myself, why would you offer that at such a low price when you can get so much more if you list it, you know? And that's just what happens. That's why the prices are never, oh, we're clearing them out today or whatever. It's just, I may clear them out if I just feel like I've shown it to you enough, but it's not that kind of system with me. It's more just opening my library, bringing out what I can, and selling it as quickly as I can before I cry or before I change my mind. All right, this is a fantastic amber. This is Chiapas amber, Mexican amber. Some of the finest amber is from Chiapas. Fact check me if you will. I don't exaggerate. I don't blow my own horn here for nothing. I know what I'm talking about when I say something. 2.5 inches. Amazing, amazing piece of amber. Look how it's just got that little resin, what do you call it, debris there, or matrix, or however you want to term it. This is like clear honey amber. This is high grade, beautiful Chiapas. Sterling silver, it is old. It's got the old Mexican mark. It says T5154925 Mexico. Okay. I'm going to put it on a torque just so you can see it, but I've worn it with a long chain. I've worn it with short chains. It's absolutely beautiful. Do we love amber? Let me know in the chat if you still love amber. I do, especially the interesting varieties like Chiapas, the honey. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I wish I had all those chains to go with it. I'm doing just the beautiful amber. Again, very rare Chiapas. I shouldn't say rare, but very coveted. Very coveted Chiapas, honey amber. And I'll do the pendant alone, and I didn't tell you how big it is, but it's big. Almost a half chunk of the dollop of amber there is 1 3/4. And I love that abstract design. I'll do a buy it now of 110 for the pendant alone, because that is a torque of mine. I sold that, and it has shipped. And thank you so much for asking about that, Celine. Yeah, I think it actually sold at the auction when I showed it. I believe I showed it at the auction shortly after I did that video on Thelma Thrift. Any interest on this beautiful amber? Yeah, that one sold, and it was beautiful. I did no research on that or anything, but it was a very interesting piece, and someone else fell in love with it, and then someone contacted me through email as well, wanting that same piece. So don't hesitate to contact me for anything you find of interest, okay? Because sometimes it sells immediately, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people ask about it and then they don't get back to me. So, all right, did we have any interest on the amazing Chiapas honey amber? Have you ever seen any amber like that? I have never seen any amber like that. Only when I research and then I can't afford anything they're offering. Good. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Celine. But yeah, that one did sell. That was a pretty one. All right, now I have another wonderful pendant that I'm going to show on my... Oh, look it up. Look it up. There's fabulous learning videos on YouTube. Lots of learning videos about Chiapas amber. They've got the mother lode. They got the mother lode over there. They really do. This one drops to 2 inches. This is a fantastic, another wonderful piece. Just look at the way they set this. They really went with the natural specimen they had here. Almost like they do a cameo, you know how they make sure it's nice and embedded there. Fabulous piece of abalone. Yeah, I don't hear it mentioned very much. We all hear about Poland and Polish, and no one's taking anything away from them. But let me tell you, when you learn about Chiapas, you learn a lot. This one is marked 925 on the bale. It's a huge bale. So you can definitely use a torque, use a rope, use a cord. All of it looks good. It's interesting about this little torque of mine. I always think they won't fit through there, but they do. Even the big chunky pieces. This is a sweet, sweet abalone. Wonderful colors. Can you see that rainbow in there? I'll do this pendant for a buy now of $60. Buy now $60, and it is huge. Beautifully set as well. 1.5 inches drops to 1 3/4. Buy now $60. Amazing rainbow effect on that. Any interest at $60 for the sterling silver abalone? Beautiful piece. I love it. I especially love when they're visible and you can see the specimen really well. Nice rope design. There's nothing flimsy, nothing. Let's see how many we can crank out in a day about this piece. All right, we're going to pass on that one. And here is another fabulous sterling piece. I have to put a chain on this one. Let me see if I can take off my chain that I'm wearing to show it. This is a beautiful AB crystal. And it's set in sterling, no less. Absolutely beautiful. Let me look at the mark for you. Sorry for swinging back and forth on you. Okay. The pendant itself is 1/2 inch, so it's huge. Absolutely huge. And it's an AB crystal. That's it there. Just want to show it to you for scale, how huge that is. I'm not selling it with the chain. It's just so that you can see it better. Okay. Set beautifully. That is just incredible. Sterling silver, huge, huge, heavy crystal pendant. And I'll do it for a buy now of 22. Buy now 22. That is rich and deep. Look how big that is. All right, and that is on a sterling setting there. Then I have this amazing pearl on a flower. This is a fabulous, almost rose, almost a creamy rose. This is 3/4 of an inch. Genuine pearl. Beautiful piece. Absolutely beautiful. And this one is copyrighted with the initial M and 925. And I'll show you that so you can see what I'm talking about. There's the marks there. $22. You wanted the amber piece? Let me get that for you and put your name on it. Thank you so much. And what else was 22? All right. Inner knowing, I have you for the amber piece. And what was 22? Was it the little, was it this one? The CZ? Or whatever it is, crystal, AB crystal? I don't think it's a CZ, it's not marked CZ. Was it this one as well? 5-leaf clover. Yes, okay, perfect. So we've got that one for 22, and then we had the amber piece as well. Inner knowing. Thank you so much. Yes, I've never seen an amber like that, never. This is one of a kind if I ever saw one. I was really lucky to find this one. Could not believe it. And I do love amber, but I love the varieties, cherries and the honey like that. I do believe they call that honey or citrus, I forgot. I used to watch this guy on Facebook who did nothing but amber, and he was very knowledgeable as well. And that's where I got all those names for the colors, but I know there was a lemon and a honey, and of course we all know cherry. So pretty. All right, so this wonderful piece drops to an inch. Yes, I do have some more amber. I'll bring it next time. And please watch my old videos. I just started this channel, so we're new, and a lot of things are still available that I've shown in the old videos. So when you get a chance, watch 20 minutes, skip around. Again, like I tell you, you can go like this on the screen, and it'll show you pictures of what I'm showing. You can also go to your settings over here on the side and click playback. Put it at 2 times or 1.75. Turn off the volume because it'll sound ridiculous with me talking. And then click on the one you like and let me know. This also goes to 3/4 of an inch. This pearl is amazing. I showed you the hallmark on the back. I love the older pearls. You know, you just can't get those beautiful pearls like we used to. Especially when sometimes we even get them in costume jewelry, like I showed you that bracelet. This is not costume. This is sterling. But I showed you this one with all of these beautiful, genuine pearls. Isn't that crazy? Gorgeous. Again, I need to go get to know a jeweler again so I can have those turn into rings. Once you find a good jeweler, they give you good prices, you know, if you do more and more work with them, right? All right, so this is the pendant alone. I have it on an antique chain right now, just showing the pendant alone. I'll do it for $50. Buy now, $50. Beautiful, genuine pearl. I'd have to, if I don't know the colors of pearls, honestly, I can't lie and say I know. But I would have to go with a creamy blush on that one because it's not quite that beige or true eggshell. It has just a tinge of the pink to it. And that was also a buy now. Just the pendant alone. Beautiful. Look at the, as they say, orient, luster. It's just amazing. People often ask, how do you tell? Other than rubbing them together and the grit, they've got truly a blowback of sheen that imitation pearls rarely imitate. All right, so that is that one. Thank you for looking at that. And then I'm going to show another beautiful ankh, and I will offer the chain on this one. This is a big hunk, gorgeous, very thick, really beautiful. I believe it is marked on the inside. All of my jewelry, again, as I say, is backed. You take it home and say, hey, this is not what you said it was. I want to make you happy. I haven't been on YouTube for 13 years by making a lot of enemies. Made a few along the way, that's okay. That happens with people. But not about my jewelry or what I sell, that's for sure. Okay? I also put it on a fabulous curb. I love me an old-fashioned, strong, sturdy curb. And it is 18 inches. 18 inches. The ankh itself is 1 3/4, no, 2 at the drop, 1 3/4 of the ankh itself. Absolutely gorgeous. With her chain, I will do her for 100. Buy now 100. Sorry for all those flashing lights on there. Reflects a little bit weird on there. Let me try this one. And give this one a rest. This is a nice biggie. And that's a vintage curb chain. They don't make them like that anymore. They don't make sturdy chains anymore. And no one fixes them for free except my James Avery. Okay. Not a James Avery chain though, but isn't that pretty? So that was a buy now as well. Price is good this week. Let me see. Okay, let me show you. If I have some lapis. I have a beautiful lapis strand here. Now you can still call it lapis even if there's a little white. Doesn't necessarily mean it's not lapis lazuli. Okay, sodalite has a lot more calcite. These are knotted and beautiful. I put this pendant on here because I've been trying to show this pendant in its most favorable light for the longest time, and it hasn't sold yet, but I love it on there. Isn't that pretty? But I'm doing the lapis strand first. Thank you again, everyone who's popped in to say hello. I know there's 1,000 people on selling jewelry, and I appreciate the time you spent here with me. I appreciate you opening the windows and watching simultaneous auctions if you can keep up with it. I used to have 3 or 4 devices, including the TV, and watch them all because I do love jewelry. But this one is an infinite strand. This is an enhancer. I'll offer this as well in a minute. But I love this piece. It's absolutely beautiful. It's hand knotted. Well, I don't know if it's hand knotted, but it's knotted. Let's put it that way. And I'll let you take a good look. There's a variety. There is some pyrite in there, those specks that many people love. There's some solid blue. There's some with a little bit of white. Not many. I would say high quality lapis here. Lapis lazuli, what is this? Let's see. I think it goes to 24. No, it's more than that. Oh, it's more than that. It is 30. Yeah, it's 34 inches. So you could easily double it. You could easily double it. I'll do it for a buy now. Absolute blowout, $98. $98. Of course, we know we can also double it this way and put your enhancer there as well. Or a brooch. That always works really well. $98 was the blowout on the lapis knotted strand there. 34 inches. 32, I'm sorry, 32 inches. I'll safely say 32. Okay. If there's any interest in the lapis. Now this is the carnelian enhancer in sterling silver that I showcased here. I thought it looked really nice on there. This is large and beautiful, and it's truly a great color. When you wear it, it looks like a ruby. It looks red. It, you know, it kind of changes the color against the skin. The drop is 2 inches. Fantastic piece. 2 inches. I already gave you the price on the lapis. Did someone say they were looking style or something? On the carnelian, I'll do a buy now $60. Okay, so that is that. And then I showed this wonderful piece. This is so pretty. I think I did it for $110 last week. Very unique. These are all Victorian style hearts on a Figaro chain, no less. Brass and copper. Amazing. Amazing piece. I was thinking, if I didn't feel like taking people's designs and changing them unless they're broken completely is almost sacrilegious. I just feel like it's someone's piece of art, you know, their opus here. So otherwise I would make pendants out of all of these, make earrings. But they're all sort of a Victorian style puffy heart or engraved hearts or sweethearts as they call them. The largest ones are down here. I had it, I think, for $110 last week. I'll do a buy it now of $88 today if anyone's interested in it. It's absolutely amazing. I believe there's one heart missing right here. You can always add your own. You could even add your own little signature sterling one. Wouldn't that be cute? Some of these are ready for engraving. Reserved for, oh, I love that. Reserved for, oh my gosh. There's a bunch of different ones. So that is that. Some of them have AB crystals. Just unreal. Unreal. Some are solid, some are cut out. Lots of places where you could engrave these. This is just a long, beautiful piece. They even graduate. I think it's over 30 inches. It's got a nice extender as well. So that is the price this week if anyone is interested in this. Oh, it's got one Cupid. All those hearts and one Cupid. Isn't it absolutely glorious? Just beautiful. Rhinestone, AB rhinestones as well. Okay, we're going to put that aside for now. Let me know if you have any interest in that. I have one piece to offer today that I absolutely adore. It is an opal Native American cross. Now I'm going to say these are lab created opals only because a very good Native American friend of mine made a video all about why they use Gilson opals in the Native American jewelry. And so that's what I'm going to go with. Even though these do look natural because of their variety of colors, just look at that. I'm going to err on the side of caution, which I never like to blow smoke, you know, in your eyes. I don't believe in mirrors and smoke if I want to retain a good buying base here. 2 inches is the drop, so I always err on the side of caution when it comes to whether something is a genuine opal or genuine rubies. We all know rubies glow just like the lab created ones glow. We all know the Presidium doesn't tell you if it's lab or not. We all know the Presidium doesn't even test opal, and I don't even have a Presidium. So I'm going to do this one by itself. 2-inch beautiful sterling cross. This is Native American, unsigned, absolutely beautiful. Okay. But I think it's still an amazing piece, and I'll do it for a buy now today of $150. Buy now today, $150. Absolutely beautiful. It's like wearing a rainbow. It's just amazing. They did such intricate design choosing these opals. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And I've just got it, so I like wearing it. I wore it today only here at home with this little antique chain that I have, but I also love it on one that disappears because it's so delicate yet really is a statement piece because of the colors. But the delicate cross is very thin and it just floats on your neck. See, again, it's not a small cross. It's almost 2 inches there on the drop. But when you make it float on your neck with a very thin chain, and you can get away with it because it's not heavy, it's just gorgeous. And that is today's price, this week's price, $150 buy now. All right. We're getting through a lot of jewelry. I'm really happy about that. Showing it to you anyway. That gives you a chance to look at the channel videos rather at your leisure, your time, and inspect it, let me know this week if anything tickled your fancy and you want to take it home. Let's look at some more. Up close, I have 3 pendants here that are beautiful. And they are all sterling silver. They do have a chain that goes with them. This is a vintage one. Now this one is married to it. Look at that. It's hinged and beautiful. This is a 70s amazing piece. I used to collect these stars in the 70s and absolutely have always adored a star pendant. This one I especially like because you can do it on the turquoise and you can flip it over and just have a nice shiny star because you can barely see the hallmark. I don't even think it's hallmarked there. I think it's hallmarked on the chain only. All fully tested, of course, and beautiful. Yeah, it is there. 925 is there, but kind of faded out. So I've always worn it both ways. I really like this one, but I like the shiny star as well. The delicate chain really complements it as well. I used to have a gold one that I wore the heck out of when I was in high school. A gold star. I have a picture of myself wearing it. And I've been coveting that thing forever. And I don't believe it was even real gold. I think it was just a gold filled piece. So I wore it to death and it's gone now. This is 16 inches, perfect size. These were really, really popular in this 16-inch size in the 70s. This is a 70s holdover. Absolutely beautiful. I'll do it for, let's do it for a buy now of $60. That is turquoise and sterling. $60 buy now. And that was 16 inches. Really beautiful. Thank you, Ms. Poole. Isn't that gorgeous? I liked wearing this with something colorful too. Like right here, or sometimes wear almost the same length, and then they just kind of look like stars. And then I have some moons too, but that's another story. I'm just reminiscing down memory lane, y'all. Thank you for coming into my estate sale. I really do appreciate it. Tammy Poole came in on this one, and I think I said it was a buy now, so that one is yours at 60. And the reason I called this channel the estate sales is because it's my estate. It's what I'm selling out of my collections from all the years that I've loved jewelry. And yeah, I do occasionally source things, and I'll find a jewelry jar and things like that. Or go antiquing with my beautiful friend Becky and things like that. But honestly, a lot of these things are coming out of the library, as I call it. All right, another piece. Thank you, Ms. Poole. I appreciate you very much. This one is gorgeous too. This is a beautiful cross from Sopata. It's hammered. They do hand hammer their items. They do amazing work. I love their pieces too. And I put this one on I think this is a really nice curb for it too because it's hefty. It's a nice hefty piece. Great bail on this. You can wear it on your torque. You can wear it on a leather cord or those new mesh cords that I'm enjoying so much. 16 inches as well. 16 inches as well. This is absolutely beautiful on hair and on anything, any way you choose to wear it. I think it's fantastic. And I will do this one for a buy now of $75. $75 buy now on the beautiful Zapata. And that's on a really good curb chain. I don't do flimsy chains. I do understand what you need for what pendant. And I don't just throw a chain on there so that you can have a chain. Let me let the pup out. I'll be right back and let you ponder on that beautiful piece for a minute. He's barking. All right. Looks like we're passing on the Zapata. She's a beauty though. She really is. Now, we're going to do this one. This is a beautiful fleur-de-lis. Do you, Tammy? Me too. Stars and moons. I'm still looking for that crescent moon. I have a few in, I think they're gold plated, but I really want a sterling. And I have a full moon with a face. It's beautiful. It's also from the 70s. Someone complimented me on it. When was it? Is it Friday or Thursday? I went out to dinner with my sister and the waitress said, "Where did you get that beautiful moon face?" And I said, "Honey, I've had it since I was 17. I couldn't even tell you. I just know it was at the mall in Corpus Christi." But she fell in love with it. It's a moon face. And I was wearing it with a couple of stars. All right, this is 1 1/4 drop. Super thick sterling on that. Fantastic piece. Nice hidden bail. I always love that. I did put a nice rope chain on it. Italian chain. Sterling silver. Nice lobster claw on that. It does go to 18 inches. Really pretty. Now, this one I'm going to do along with the chain. I really feel these are, I want you to know that these are not flimsy chains. I don't just put a chain just to sell you the pendant. I've offered the pendants before alone, and I'm basically giving it as a buy one, get one free because chains are expensive, the pendants are expensive, but I'm going to do a buy now of $90 on it. $90 for both the beautiful rope chain and the substantial heavy, and I'd be glad to weigh any of these for you, but I don't sell you things by what the current market is on sterling. I don't do that. I do aesthetic value, I do design, construction, craftsmanship rather. This is 1 1/4. That's how I base my prices. So that's why I don't go rush to YouTube to tell, to eBay to tell you what somebody sold it for on eBay, because that's not what I do here. That's a beautiful fleur-de-lis. Any interest on that one? Again, let me know. The prices are good this week. Next week they might be less, they might be more, they may not even make an appearance. All right, now I've got this one. I love this one. I love the sentiment. I think it's fantastic. And this is what I want to do when I retire. Smell the flowers. I want to spend hours in my garden smelling the flowers and shooing away the squirrels. All right, we've got Amy Peters Studio, Sterling. Sign design here. Very thick sterling. Love a bead ball chain. Can't beat that. This does come out too. I do, but let me make sure because it's beautiful. James Avery. No, I don't think I've never looked for it under James Avery. I'll have to though. James Avery always surprises me with their vintage pieces I find in their Facebook groups. This is 16 inches. And indeed, it is removable. So you can wear this beautiful bead chain with other things. The pendant itself, which is the sweetest sentiment. Smell the flower. What a great retirement gift that would make for someone. I have two cousins that just retired and they just reached 50. I think they're about 52 years old. I think she's 52 and her husband's 55. They're just early 50s. They've retired. School teacher and policeman, and they're going to go smell the flowers, I guarantee. This is 3/4 of an inch. It's a rectangle, and it goes to 7/8 of an inch, almost an inch long. I'm going to give you the weight again, too, just so you know how substantial these pieces are, how pretty this is. Look at that. It's just the sweetest thing. Exactly. And you can smell them. You really can. I what did I put? Russian, was it Russian lavender, or I don't know which one it was, but it's supposed to be a repellent for the mosquitoes, but it smells amazing. And every time we get a breeze, which we don't have right now, but when we get a breeze, oh my gosh, it comes in my back door because they're right at my back door. All right, so this one, let's see what it weighs. Again, it came with this beautiful chain, so I'm not putting anything together. 9 grams. 9 grams, really gorgeous. And I'll do this one for 75. We'll do a buy it now of 75 on that. Amy Peters is the designer. She knows where it's at. Smell the flowers. Smell the coffee too. All right, so we got that one. I think you got a good look at it. Send me a screenshot if you're interested in anything you see. Watch the video at 2 times its playback so you don't have to spend 2 hours watching it. But you can see something that you liked, you can let me know. That's always appreciated. Okay? Let me see if I'm not leaving anything out that I really wanted to show you today. Again, I showed a lot of gold last week, chains and such, so take a look at last week's video. I'm open to a good offer on those Yerman earrings. They're amazing. These earrings are amazing too. These are dangle hoops. They are 1 1/4. Oh, is it? And you know, I've started a celestial charm bracelet for my daughter because her middle name is Celeste, and we've always loved celestial images. And she's got planets and moons and all kinds of wonderful things from the James Avery collection on her bracelet. But I haven't seen the crescent moon. I'll have to look. These are, I don't know what you would call this fabricated metal here, but it's like a crinkle, not a hammered. Very lightweight because they're hoop. They are 925. I'll do a buy now of 55 on these. Sterling silver. Excellent hoop. They do. Their diameter. Perfect hoop diameter. One of my favorites is 1.5. I do like a 2 as well, but 1.5 is like a really good, comfortable one for every day. All right, so if there's any interest in that one there, that was a 55. Buy it now. Okay. Let me see. Let me also show you quickly some earrings that I pulled out because it's just about my time to get off. I'm going to do 15 more minutes. I don't want to miss my fabulous auction that I go watch and other people that are on that we all know about. Again, please don't come in here and tell me you're watching me from somebody else's channel. Somebody did that a couple of weeks ago. Rudest thing I've ever seen. I promote who I want to promote, when I want to promote. Come in here and say hello before you come in to promote someone else. Otherwise, I consider you extremely rude and you've been blocked. Absolutely blocked. Okay? All right, now I want to show you some costume that I love. This is a moon glow in a sort of a cream. They are post. I don't believe they're marked. I really thought these were Monet, but they're not. And they're very lightweight and beautiful. And I will do these for a buy now of $8. Gold tone. These look great with pearls, but they are sort of a moon glow. $8. Fabulous moonstone, genuine moonstone, variety of moonstone. This looks like sterling, but it's not. I think it's out of India. They tend to mark a lot of things sterling if they're even sterling plated. So just know that it is not sterling. I also put it on a very vintage mesh chain for you just to show it, but I will send it. And it is a buy now of $20. Those are genuine moonstone though. So it's really nice. Genuine moonstone. $20 buy now, silver plate, mark 925, tested negative. But fabulous moonstones, aren't they? Again, get to know a jeweler. I need to go find one. I need to go hunt the flea markets. That's where a lot of good jewelers are here in Houston. These are Monet, 20 on the moonstone. 20 on the moonstone. Thank you very much. On the moonstone necklace, okay. Let me get your name on that one. I appreciate it very much. And that is inner as well. The moonstone pendant. It's a pretty one, it really is. Take care of that costume jewelry. It'll take care of you. The vintage ones, you know, some of them have outlived their owners, I'll tell you. So true. And they're still nice and shiny. That's why we love Monet and Napier, right? Okay, now here we go with the Monet. I love these. I think I had some of these in James Avery. this little tassel, but I had to sell them. They were one of the first things I ever sold on eBay because they were way too heavy for me and they were pierced. But these are clip, and clip is always nice with a heavy earring. These are Monet, absolutely beautiful, with a tassel. Don't we love a tassel? This is like a little box chain tassel, and I will do these. These are again are Monet, but I'll do them for 15 buy now. 15 buy now Monet. Very rare to see some nice Monet in silver tone too. But I do love a silver tone. All right. This is the sparkle you need. These are post pierce gold tone, but they're pave. Rhinestone, absolutely beautiful. They remind me of the Elsa Peretti bean, kind of the shape of a kidney bean there or something. I wish you could see how sparkly those rhinestones are. They're unreal. Super sparkly. I'll do these for a $14 buy now. 14 buy now. Again, I thank you all for being here in my chat with me, just saying hello, letting me know how things are going with the audio and the visuals and your questions and your comments. They mean the world to me. They really do. If I didn't say hello, it's only because I'm trying to move this in 2 hours. So I definitely appreciate each and every one of you being here. Vintage clip, but look how they look like a little Christmas bow. Aren't they precious? Put bow $10 if you're interested in these. They remind me of those ribbon bows we used to learn how to make, and now nobody bothers. Everybody uses a silly little bag. Don't you hate those bags? I know they're convenient, but I do hate them. I used to make a big deal out of wrapping gifts. I do love to wrap gifts. All right, now we've got these. These are very old, I would say 50s, maybe 40s. The button was really popular. Then they came back in the 80s. Gold tone, we'll do buy now $10. Buy now $10. I don't know if these are marked, but they're a twist back. These are comfortable, especially for people who don't really like the clip. Very dimensional as well. Then we have these. These are a dangle. I don't think these are removable. Sometimes they're like a jacket. No. Really sweet gold. You don't like big earrings, but you like the sparkle. I'll do these for a buy now of $8. Buy now $8 on the beautiful hearts. Nice sparkle on those too. Those are not drugstore diamonds there. They're very nice. Cufflinks. Do we have a gentleman? Cufflinks. They're beautiful. Mother of pearl back on those. And I will do these for $18. Buy now $18. So classy. Nothing like a cufflink. Buy now $18 on those. Now someone had purchased this, but they never got back to me. But this is like a little gentleman's furnishing. I don't know if it goes on the collar or what, but I don't know why a woman couldn't wear it. That's a gemstone. That's a cameo. Fabulous gold tone. Can y'all see the lady or man or whatever that may be? All right, I've got those for you as well. The hearts at $8. Thank you, Inner Peace. I appreciate that. Or inner knowing, that's what it is. I have a little section here for you already. So I will put these hearts there. Hearts at 8. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so again, someone had bought this, but then they didn't give me their email address. That's like a Trojan, right? So it's really important, if you have not filled out my form that's at the top of the chat, that you do so. That's the only way to purchase, is if I email you an invoice through PayPal. But you can pay with a credit card. It will prompt you to pay with a credit card. I don't know why this couldn't just be sort of a chatelaine brooch either, right? It's just fantastic. I'll do a buy now of $40 on it. And I'm not sure what the stone is. You might know more than I do. I want to say tiger eye, but it's actually richer than tiger eye. $40 was the buy now on this men's furnishing hair. Fantastic. Again, we were talking about Tiffany & Company Love Knot. How it looked like a little yarn ball. Doesn't that look like it too? I swear I thought these were Tiffany when I found them. They're also cufflinks. They're amazingly beautiful. And I'll do these for a buy now of $18. They look like sterling. Buy now $18 on the yarn ball or love knot, however you want to call it, cufflinks, silver tone. Gorgeous. Going fast, but just stick it in the chat. We'll find it. And again, show me a screenshot later if you're watching it. Fantastic gold tone chains as well. These are heavy and pretty. Post pierced. 18 on the cufflinks of the knot. Karen, thank you so much. These are yours at 18. I think they're pretty and they're heavy too. Believe me, I looked for that Tiffany mark because they reminded me of the I think Tiffany calls it a love knot. And I had the pendant, and it always reminded me of a yarn ball. I do knit. So that's what it reminded me of. Ladies, you are wonderful to be here with me. I so appreciate it. So many people, you're hopping around and enjoying their auctions, and I do the same. So I do appreciate you taking some time on a Sunday with me. All right, where was I? Did I leave something undone? Oh, these are $10. They're just sweet as can be. Just a chain. Now they don't hook, like I had some that hook behind the ear. These don't, they're just little chains. $8, I think I said on these. If I didn't, that's what I meant. Gold tone chain, earrings, $8. Okay, then another beautiful, these remind me of South Asian wedding jewelry. Amazing. Look like emeralds and diamonds, but they're not. They just play really well, don't they? And these are sort of an antiqued finish color to them. They're not a real stark 22K color or even 18. They really have that old world look to them. They drop to 2 inches, just shy of 2 inches on the drop. Amazing. Just gorgeous. I'll do them for $30 today. Buy now, $30. They are pierced post. Just beautiful. Tell me those don't look like emeralds and diamonds. Oh. And then these are black. Black stones at the top. They're really well made. Yep, really well made. $30 was the buy now on these fancy, I would say Bollywood, South Asian wedding season style for sure. Then I showed these. These reminded me, I don't remember what I had them for last week. I think I showed them last week for 50. I'm not sure. I'll do 48 today. They look like Alexis Batar, but these are sterling rose gold over sterling. And they are glass. They are not lucite. And they are a buy now. $48. Beautiful. The half, the drop, weighty. I will tell you they are weighty. So if you're sensitive, you can only wear them an hour or so. But you will be looking stunning. Absolutely stunning. Thanks for the thumbs up too. I so appreciate it. I appreciate it if you share my channel. Don't go spam someone else's chat. Please don't derail their chats, spamming with other people's auctions. But put it up on your social, like Facebook. Say, hey, I saw this cool auction today. Check her out. That's appreciated. These are also sort of a South Asian design. Very old. I'm going to say they need a cleaning, and I'll do them for $10. But I couldn't resist showing them to you because they're beautiful, and they have pink shell. Oh, pearls. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. $8 for these beautiful gold tone. Very striking in their sort of deco design. They also reminded me of Napier or Monet, but they weren't marked. And I'll do $8. Very lightweight, wonderful earring with a sparkle of gold for $8 on these. The drop is, I don't even think 2 inches. I think it's like 1.5. Exactly 1.5 inch drop on those gold tone. Hard to tell the gold color, I know, sometimes. All right, let me show you a fabulous pendant. We'll end with this one because I'll never get off, and I need to go. This sterling silver, it is that, is it, oh, how did Karen pronounce it so beautifully today? Karen over at Montreal. Karen, Montreal. Rose de France, I believe. That beautiful lavender amethyst. Fantastic in an enhancer. All sterling. I'll do a buy now of $75. I'm going to end it with this amazing piece. Let me know if you saw anything of interest today. I appreciate everyone who popped in. I appreciate my wonderful friend, moderator, and just amazing human being, Miss Becky. You are so cool. I love you. I thank you for being here. I thank everyone who came in to say hello, to just browse and peruse. That's what we're here for. Let me know if you find anything with an email in the chat. Is my form at the very top. I also posted my email. It's on all the description boxes of my videos. Thelma hoards, as in hoarding, because I hoard jewelry like nobody's business. That's why it's called the estate sales, because I'm selling off what I have, what I own, and I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful week. Wish me luck this week. I need it. I will definitely be, it'll be attempted murder by PowerPoint all week, because it's all meetings and PowerPoints and all that stuff. So keep me in your prayers and thoughts, and I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful